Okay, welcome back to part 5 of Let's Play Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. This is going to be a lot shorter than part 4, I promise. I kind of got carried away a bit there. So I'm going to jump straight in because this is the end of the work week for me and it's incredibly busy. And also I need to get my drink on soon, so I'm just going to jump straight in. Okay, so last time I came outside simply so I could save it because it was just getting ridiculous how long I'd been playing for and recording these things. The file size was absolutely massive. So I'm going to come back in.
How are you?
Oh, hi.
Be rudely interrupted and have a look at this manuscript that we got from the Hotel Ubu. Now, if you haven't seen the previous videos that I did, then why the hell are you watching this one? I mean, seriously, you're not going to have a clue what's going on.
We need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krohn Museum. I'll give you the address.
Right, well, we've got the address. I mean, we can talk about all this stuff, but she clearly knows sod all about it, so let's go. See ya.
Maybe I'll check out the Krohn Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
The Korean Museum. They say stuff funny. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, right, so off to the Korean Museum, or the Korean Museum, or however George pronounces it. Okay, Museum Korean. Here we go. I'm going to look at the trees just because I like them so much. And I never have.
A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me.
Okay. That is the first time I've heard that line, and now I'm really glad I clicked on that bush. So glad, in fact, I'm going to click on a window.
I considered smashing my fist through the pane, wrenching open the window, and vaulting triumphantly into the building. Then I thought, no, that's dumb. Besides, I might get hurt.
I do encourage you to click on anything you can click on, because some of the lines are completely unnecessary, but brilliant.
Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes.
You also find that if you right-click on things, you quite often get a different line of text. Anyway, back to the game. See, this is why I get sidetracked so easy. I love this guy. He has, with no offense intended to French people at all, he has the most French-looking face I've ever seen. I don't know why. It might be the mustache. I don't know. Although he kind of got a little Hitler going on there, which obviously is not French. Anyway.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
And you should be excited. We are going to be going to Ireland. Ireland is many people's favourite place in the game. Again, I've said about Stu before. He's one of the Order of the Goats members.
The Templar connection confirmed. I was tempted to go to Ireland and check it out.
Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, so he's one of the Order of the Goat members, and a very good friend of mine. he loves Ireland, so this episode is going to be right up his street. Unfortunately, Stu, I'm not going to get a chance to play the whole thing, so you'll have to wait for another part. But let's just jump straight over to Ireland, because I love it as well. I'm going to be completely quiet, by the way, while this intro happens and stuff, because this is one of my favourite bits of the game.
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarn. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
Right. Now, obviously, the intro is not very long, but the reason I like it so much is people may look at this now and think, oh, you know, the graphics aren't all that great and stuff, but I was used to playing games like Monkey Island, which I love, absolutely love, and things like that. And then the art style in Broken Sword, it just blew me away. Just the amount of detail in everything, it just makes you feel like you're there. Another friend of mine, another Order of the Goat member, Matt, he actually went to Ireland and started asking people where Lochmarn was, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But you know, he loved it that much. He genuinely wanted to go there, and if it existed, I would definitely go there without a doubt. Right, I'm now going to click on some more random stuff because I just like hearing all the funny things George says, really. But sometimes I just like a good shrug.
The menu was limited. It read, "No food today." I didn't care. I'd lost my appetite somewhere over the Irish Sea. It was a trap door in the sidewalk. I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside. The drain was covered with an iron grating, through which I could hear the rush and surge of running water. I took hold of the grating and pulled hard, but it didn't move.
Now, I know exactly what I need to do here, but I've never tried opening this drain with a drain tool, so let's give it a go.
I tried to use the keys to lever up the grating, but that wasn't going to happen.
Ah, man. Let's try it on this one. The French keys must be different to the Irish keys. What a bastard.
The workman's key was the obvious tool to use to open this trap door. It was specifically designed for a job like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any holes in the trap door.
Bummer. Shrug? Nope.
I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
I was hoping for a shrug.
It was a featureless plastic box, firmly attached to the wall of the building.
Now, if I go completely silent, I'm actually going to turn my microphone off for a little while, just to see if you can hear the tune that the boy over here is whistling. Okay, typically he's no longer doing it. He's still whistling, obviously, if you look at the animation, but the sound is no longer playing, which is a bummer. I think I was talking over the time when you could actually hear it. Anyway, let's look at him before we talk to him.
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip. Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
You gotta love the Irish kids. Here we go.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Right, well, we now know that Loch Marn must be somewhere near Dublin, unless his dad was going to go bloody far for a drink.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
I love this guy. Sorry about that if it sounded like I was snotting then when he was talking. It's just when he said Jesus, it just makes me laugh.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No, only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Marn.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Sorry about the dogs crying there. Don't know what they want.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Right, now, I don't know about you, but whenever I see a teenager or a child, I always want to give them electric shocks. So let's see if we can.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
Oh, all right.
Gotcha. Neat, huh?
Didn't feel a thing.
Oh, dear. Let's do it again.
Shake my hand again.
No way.
Damn. Okay, well, anyway, let's see if he's seen this guy.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Oh, he hasn't seen him. Damn.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Okay, mister. Right, let's go in the pub. Time for a drink. This is whistling.
The guy with the fiddle seemed oblivious to everything except his playing. Meanwhile, everyone else in the bar seemed oblivious to him.
Having never been to Ireland, I wouldn't know, but is it normal, if people can just sort of like leave a comment, is it normal to just see a guy on his fiddle in a pub? Because if so, I'm going to get on the ferry, like, now, because that's just awesome. Let's try and talk to him.
He wasn't listening.
That's just rude.
The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. Perhaps he felt threatened by the presence of a handsome dude like me.
Yeah, okay, George. Right. Let's, before we actually order a drink, should we check in with the missus? No, let's order a drink first.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
I'll take one. Right, well, I can't drink my drink until I finish speaking to this guy, so let's ask him about the castle.
What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for you, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Seriously, I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown costume.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so. Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Oh, jeez. Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Doyle.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Never ceases to amaze me what priests will get up to.
Thanks.
Right, let's have a beer. Come on, George, just down it. Chug, 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 chug. Hey.
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it. The man's arm lay across the towel, preventing me from moving it.
Okay. So we've spoken to the landlord. This fella over here, obviously making a lot of noise, and you can see this guy's a bit twitchy. But I find the most, the people that I find better to talk to are the ones that aren't necessarily anything to do with the story.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine site now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But a sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
I don't recommend running your hand over the back of a toilet door in any pub, really.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? Guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No. I just heard what they were going to do to reporters. Chuck me out my arse.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Shake his hand.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd rather not. You see, I happen to notice that vibrating buzzer in your palm.
Damn, there's nothing getting past this guy.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Just for kicks, let's ask him about this tool.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
I'd say it was for lifting manhole covers.
How come you know that?
I'm a man of the world, Mr. Stobart.
This is an intelligent guy. Right, okay.
Goodbye for
Let's
now.
speak to somebody else.
There was a vacant look on his cow-like face that said quite clearly, nobody home. His
Okay.
elbow rested on an obviously soggy piece of towel.
Right, so every time he takes a drink, he lifts his elbow up. So if we go over here and
The
take
man's
this.
arm lay across the towel, preventing me from...
Come on. Have some of your drink. Yoink.
As the man raised his arm to drink, I snatched the towel away.
Right, so we spoke to the intelligent one. Let's speak to Cowface, was it? Something like that.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does good on writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
Yeah, I like history.
That's right, Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
No one asked you.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement?
Professor Pegram's discovery. Haven't you heard?
No.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
Flavoured condoms. Right. Again, leave some comments of what you think they'd find when they dig up our remains. It should be fun to see what you guys come up with.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Is it true that Pegram found a valuable gem?
What? First I heard of it.
Where have you been, Pat? For that gem is the talk of every town from Lochmarn to Ballydoon.
Nobody told me. A lucky sod. So that's why he scampered.
I wonder if Ballydoon's a real place. I'm going to have to Google that when I get off of here. Right, we'll try and shock him, but I doubt it'll work.
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Told you. Doesn't look like he ever lets go of it. Right,
Bye for now.
so now to speak to these two. Now, after I've had a conversation with both of these guys, I'm going to end the video. I said I'm going to try and keep it a lot shorter this time, and if I carry on, I just won't stop.
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh,
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
that's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Were you aware that Pegram was conducting an archaeological dig?
I don't meddle in other people's affairs. They don't interest me.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
I told you, I never heard of him.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
I doubt he'll shake our hand. Actually, I don't really want to touch this guy. So let's just stop talking to him.
I'll see you later.
Now, earlier on, you saw that when Pat here lifted up his elbow, I could take the map that was on the side. If you have a look at this guy here, every now and again, he gets something out of his pocket, twiddles with it a bit, and then puts it back again. It's going to make me look like a liar now. Oh, come on, you silly old twat. Here we go. Every time I get close to him, he puts it away. I forgot that. So I'm going to walk over here. Let's have a look at some stuff.
It was an electric pump operated by pushing a small lever.
Let's push it. Oh.
I was about to read. A rash move like that in a strange country with strange customs could be my last.
Right, I missed my chance then because I was too busy trying to press levers or levers, whatever they're called. Okay, well, while we're waiting, let's give Nico a call and just let her know we got here safe.
Allô? Couleur. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George.
Oh, hello, George. Where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
Ireland? What are you doing there?
It's a long story.
Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of Lochmarn.
On a bit. That was a short conversation. I wonder if we can call Todrick. I've never tried.
No point in phoning that guy again.
Ah, why not? Spoil spot. Okay, here we go. Getting something out of his pocket. Alright, pick it up while he's sneezing. Come on, George, hurry up. Come on, George.
Oh, no, you don't.
Ah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So here we go. Gets out of his pocket. Puts it down. No, puts it back in his pocket. I really have played this game a lot of times, so I don't know why I'm struggling so much this time. Come on. Let's just go over here a little bit. Right, get it out of your pocket. Come on, come on, old man, just get it out. Get it out. Here we go. So, wait for him to put it down. Why is he putting it back in his pocket? Alright, screw him. Let's talk to this guy.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Well, do you?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Have you heard about the gem which Pegram found?
I heard a rumour, but you can't believe everything you hear, or...
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. If you missed it, I apologise. You see that he guarded the little package then when we were talking about the gem.
Where can I find Professor Pegram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
I doubt he'll shake our hand. He's a bit nervous, but let's try.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
Well, we fooled Maguire.
See you later.
Right. So now this silly old twat over here is going to get his thing out and he's going to leave it on the table. Leave it on the table. There, yep, yep. Get it, George. Get it. Oh, for crying out loud.
Hands to your...
Hey, I only wanted to...
Can't. Hands off.
Alright, fine. Speak to these guys again.
Hey!
Hello there again, mister.
Do you remember seeing Sean
That
Fitzgerald?
picture looks
at the
nothing
gate?
like him.
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Let's try again.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
So, he lied to us.
Bye for now.
I'm not going to get there in time again, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to stand here. Right, I'm going to get this bit of bloody cable that he keeps pulling out of his pocket, and then I'm going to end the video. So, it could go on for quite some time by the looks of it. I'm just going to stand here and wait. Patience is a virtue. And you really starting to piss me off, old man. Oh, oh. Oh, yes. Took it.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
For somebody who was so protective over a bit of wire, he doesn't seem to give a shit that I've just taken it. Right, okay. Frustration over. I'm going to end the video here, and next time we're going to find out exactly why this chap has been lying to us. Make sure you join us.